All right, we are back. Live drawing with Nelly. Yes, sir. We are back. We are back. Let me bring up the stream chat. Live drawing with Nelly here on Facebook, on YouTube. Live drawing with Nelly. We're also live on twitch.tv/nellyinks. The chat is up. Make sure you guys shout yourself out as you come on in. Yes, sir. Lazy Sunday stream today. We'll probably be on for a couple hours. Had some work the last couple days, which we're thankful for, but pretty private commission, so I'm not sure if I wanted to, for a couple reasons, not sure if I wanted to stream my professional work. Also didn't know if I could stream my professional work since it's for a line of products that haven't come out yet. So I'm not sure if I have total access, to all those things. But hold on a second. Okay, cool. Let me bring up the restream just to see if the audio sounds good. Make sure you leave a comment as you come in. Let's see what we got here. We are live. After you set up your destiny, you can then go stream using your webcam. Okay. I don't know why I'm getting that message there. Okay, let's close this. And OBS, bring it back up. Okay, I'm missing one thing here. Let me just hear my audio. Cool. All right, guys, how we doing? How we doing? How we doing, everybody? Yes. Make sure you leave a comment as you come in. Just gonna get a couple things set up here. Haven't streamed for the last couple days, so give me 1 second. All right. Happy Sunday, everybody. Happy Sunday. Oh God. Hold on 1 second. I've got the craziest crosswind here in my apartment. The second the downstairs door opens, it's just a hurricane that passes through the house. All right. Hold on. Let me just get comfy here. I'll put a leg up. All right. So let me get my donation button up here. We're gonna be drawing soon, but if you guys like this video and you want to keep this channel growing, best way to support the channel is via donation. I'll get the links up there, but we're on Venmo at Nelly INKS and the Cash App $Nelly INKS. Let me see where. Let me see, PayPal maybe. Let me see. Oh my God, this is the most uncomfortable chair. All right, let's see. Okay, desktop. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Had the last couple days off. Thursday is normally our day off, but Friday and Saturday. Saturday I kind of had to just catch up on everything, and Friday I had some of that private commission to work on. Let's see what we have in here. Maybe it is in here. Thumbnail view. Sometimes I let my desktop get so full of stuff. Yo, what's up, Joel Soda? Joel Soda in the chat. Nice and early. What's going on? What is happening? Thanks for joining. Just getting things started here, slowly getting my channel back together. Thank you for joining. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Check out our old videos if you want some more drawing content. Today is just playing catch up. Hope you're doing well on this Sunday. All right, hold on a second here. Where we at? All right, twitch.tv/nellyinks if you guys can and should subscribe over there. You guys can also check out my my personal drawing page, my personal artist page at nellyinks.com. There you can read my latest comic, Almighty Alma, which is probably what we're going to work on today. Just going to make some rough sketches, trying to draw every day, at least 20 minutes a day, just sort of, you know, drawing from memory, drawing from imagination, not really looking at any references. So that's probably what we're going to do for the next couple hours. 2 people watching, make sure you leave a comment. Would love to hear what you guys have to say. I'll switch over my camera soon, but I'm afraid to do so because we haven't streamed for the last couple days. It could look like anything. But first, let's get some coffee in us. Yes, sir. Okay, let me just mute. I could just pause this actually. Audio sounds pretty good though. That's good. Yeah, pause this right here. All right. So yeah, just ordered a couple things online. Had to get some new materials. Some more Sumi ink, some more nibs for my quill pen. I had to get some tracing paper, which I use a lot to make my compositions. Let me get this donate button up there, get you guys situated with all my links. Otherwise, I might just have to... Nothing is loading here. Okay. Might just be lost under a bunch of things. Let's see, what's this? What's this? What's this? Who's this? What's this? Who's this? What's this? All right. 3 people watching. Make sure you leave a comment. If you haven't already, go over to my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/nellyinks, and subscribe. What is happening with that? All right. For the time being, I'm just going to make a... Oh, what's this? What's this? Who's this? Okay, that says Venmo. What does this say? Nope. What's this over here? Nope. Should be in here somewhere. Maybe I'll just type out the text to point you guys to the direction of my March 30th. Hold on a second. I think I might have found it. March 30th. Here we are. Here we are. Screenshot from March 30th. All right, let's get this back up on our page. All right. We'll get over to our drawing soon. It's not going to be a big deal today. Just gonna show you the last couple pages, especially for any newcomers in the chat. Just let me know. I'll show you the comic pages that I've been working on. Just shout yourself out in the comments section. Let me know if you want to see that. Let me know. Welcome to the channel, Live Drawing with Nelly. Just gonna bring up desktop, May, March. Almost 1 o'clock here on the East Coast. Yes, sir, and we've been live for 8 minutes. Gonna be a short one today, just trying to get back on the ball. March 30th. Let me get my screenshot here. Bada bang. I don't know why I got lost though. For real, for real. Here we go. Bam, right there. You guys see the Venmo link. If you guys want to support the channel, best way to do so is via donation. The link you see here on the top right corner of my screen. Venmo at Nelly INKS, Cash App $Nelly INKS. Make donation be the best nation, y'all. And you can read my comics at my website, nellyinks.com. Yes, sir. All right. Let's see what we have here. Subscribe to the channel. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right. All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. Oh, I gotta get the. Hold on a second. Should the Nightbot always be there? Yup, Nightbot's in there. Boom. Alrighty. Let's get out of there. Try to. Boom. Let's reload this again. Okay, I'll switch over to my drawing table soon. Let me just get it situated actually. Let me know if you guys want to see my latest comic pages. Otherwise, I'm just gonna sketch the night away. Alright. Alrighty. Okay. Okay. Where are we at? Where are we at? Just checking out my Twitter at Nelly INKS. Seems pretty good. Okay. Ready to go. Ready to go. Okay, let me get my drawing paper here ready. But yeah, man, I had to order a few things online. I hate to do so because people are working hard, but you know, very privileged to be able to get deliveries at the moment. We're working from home these days. Definitely don't want to inconvenience anybody, but unfortunately, most, if not all, the art supply stores here are closed. Okay. Just getting my stuff ready. Just trying to work on some thumbnails here last night. If you guys don't know what thumbnails are, they're basically little squares like this for your compositions. There you are. If you want to see some early work, I was working on pages, these couple pages down here on a different sheet of paper. But yeah, you make little sketches like this. They're super easy. Definitely easy to work at that size, especially from memory. Okay. Let's get back in here. Boom. Okay, shall we? Let's decide what pen. I'm just going to use micron pens today. You guys know my love for the quill pens, but quill pens are better than the micron. They just last longer, but let's see. I might have one here that works. Or maybe I'll even work with a Sharpie. Is that too crazy? Maybe I'll work with a Sharpie. I think the Sharpie works better. Let me make a couple shapes here and see if they appear on the camera. Bada bing. Alright, it's been a minute since I did this, so bear with me. Excuse me. Okay. Almost 1 o'clock here on the East Coast. Finna get a little lunch after this. What? Okay. Okay, let's see where we are. What's up? Equality. That's what's up. How you doing? Equality. What is going on? Let me switch my camera here to the drawing table, to the drawing desk. Yes. How we do that? It's been a minute, y'all. It's been a minute. Okay, boom. That's good. Somehow my camera is just not at the right spot. Alright, I think that's better. I'm trying to get some work done here. Okay. So what I wanted to do, I had to move my setup a little bit. take some photos of my professional work. Let me see here. Alright, put this phone away. Bada bing. Thank you guys for joining in the chat. Really appreciate it. Alright. This is a little different than what I had set up. Not sure why. Okay. Let me just move my hair out of the way. Perfect. And I could probably just work there. And this has to zoom in probably a little bit more too. Turn. That's what's happening. I don't know why that's the case. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna mute myself for 2 seconds. And we are back. What is up? Alrighty, 2 people in the chat. Make sure you leave a comment. Make sure you subscribe to the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/nellyinks. Alrighty. So, I'm going to work on our next page. Look at that. Okay, let's go over here. Had to just get my hair out of the shot there, so let's just make it symmetrical. We're going to need some hair clips, y'all. Alright. And I can move this over. A little coffee here. Okay. Let's see where we're at. Alright, so actually I would probably turn this, but normally the comic book pages are 9 inches by 13.5. So this is a little smaller than that, but I'm gonna just maybe use centimeters. Maybe I can double it. 13.5. What would that be? 27? Okay, I have plenty of room here. Cool. Maybe I could do that over here. 27, I think. So just trying to maintain the same ratios. 27. This ruler is really hard to read. This is oh God, no, please, no, don't make me say jokes. Alright, so let me just get my composition here. So we're gonna do 27 centimeters by 18, I guess. 18. Boom. 18. Voila. Oh, sorry, we're in our box over here. It's alright. So yeah, normally we work with quill pens. Here I'm just working with a Sharpie to make these sketches. Yes, sir. Gonna be a short stream today. Just trying to get back on the ball. But it's the weekend. We're gonna have some fun. I'm glad I can get back on track though. Been working on some private commissions. I think if I do have private commissions that I can't necessarily do on stream for potentially legal reasons, contractual reasons, then I might, instead of having like the usual 4 hour stream that we would have, I think I'll just do maybe like an hour, hour and a half just to catch up with you guys. It's really easy to just stay on here for at least an hour. So, what is up? We got new people up here. Megu Pets. Oh, what's going on here? Not much, my guy. We are working on some comic book stuff. I can show you guys. Let me just go ahead and show you guys what we're working on here. Because, hold on a minute. Hold on a daggum minute. Let me just, boom, I'll be right back. Alright, let's do a little promotion here today. What is up, my guy Nick in the chat? You gotta believe in the chat. Megu Pets in the chat. Aquality in the chat. Jewel Soda in the chat. Nick, I don't know who Nick is. There was some guy Nick on Facebook, a buddy of mine. What is happening? I feel like it's been months. Yeah, man. I had this commission that I'm working on. Commercial commission. Happy you're here. Happy you're here, bruh. Thanks for joining me, brother. So, yeah, man. I had a commission. I wasn't too sure if I could show those drawings on stream. It's probably fine. I've been watching Chrono and Awesome Wreath. Nice. Very cool. Yeah, man. I'd love to play some games on stream. I could probably do that, but I'd have to figure out how to set that up. What I need to figure out is how to connect the PlayStation to my computer, and then we can get it going the same way we've been doing these streams. But that's cool, man. But yeah, been working on some commercial artwork. So it's a different process for me than these comics. I didn't really feel comfortable sort of showing you guys how I approach those, especially since it's sort of my first big commission of the type. And also there's contracts. I'm not sure if I could share all that right away. Let me get my screen back up. Nope, wrong screen. Hey, 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 oh, hey, what's up? All right, just trying to hide my hair here so get nothing on camera. All right. Yeah, what's up, guys? The most thug streamer on this drawing channel. All right, so let's go. So today, well, not today, but yeah, we didn't stream. Thursdays we have off. Friday, I had to work on that commission. Saturday, I was kind of a bump yesterday, but today I'm gonna be on for a couple hours. If I do have any commissions that I might not be able to stream, I'll at least try to get on for an hour or so in between just to catch up with you guys. Definitely want to get back to being as active as I've been. And then we'll be, if we don't have any commissions, we'll surely do a 4 hour stream. But for anyone new to the channel, make sure you subscribe if you like the contents of this video. Make sure you leave a comment. I'll show you guys my work here. You guys see the website, nelsonanunes.com. If you guys want to read this comic, it's available online for free. Boom, I'll make it even bigger for y'all so you don't miss it. There it is. Right in the middle of the screen right there. Bam. Okay. But yeah, this is the original comic. My first sort of full-length chapter. Got it done end of last year. and finally got it printed. You guys can order yourself a comic on nellyinks.com if you guys like to support this channel. That's a really great way to do so. You guys can also read it online for free, digitally for free. Show you guys some of the first couple pages. Unfortunately, I need to... The dongle that I was going to order to make my picture quality better is still back ordered, and if I order anything now, it's going to be like several $100s, and homie, don't play that. Not right now, anyways. But really cool stuff, I think. I'm really proud of it. Then things get a little crazier as we move in. Go check that out. All right, nellyinks.com if you guys want to read my comic. I also have some lesson plans there if you guys are home and need some creative spark. For people watching, hope you guys leave a comment. Looks good, Megu Pets. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now for the reboot, Almighty Alma. We started this maybe early, end of March, early April. Finally got it. We've been thinking about it for a minute, but this is getting its start now. So this is the cover page, Almighty Alma. There she is right there. It's a little origin story and more or less a reboot. It's going to say the all-new Almighty Alma up there, or maybe Champion of the World and the new Almighty Alma. Cool. 5 people watching. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend about the channel and leave a comment if you haven't already. Yes, sir. So there's the title page and the splash page. Splash. There's Alma jump roping. Bada bing. Splash page introduces the comic. Couple credits here on the bottom that I'll put in. Not sure if I'll do the wording, the writing by hand. Boom. It takes place in the near future, although it seems like we're in the future already in some weird cyberpunk dystopia. All right, here's sort of like the prologue. Introduces you to one of the heroes in the story, and just someone here that's sick. Kind of deals with a plague as well that drives humans insane and turns them into monsters like here. So we don't really get a definitive result of what happens here, but I'm going to get into it in writing. And now we get the main story that takes place. It's the origin story of Alma. It takes place in a detention center. It's pretty much going to be a prison break in this story. So here's Alma again, young Alma, circa 8 or 9 years old, getting detained for whatever BS. She happens to be allergic to evil spirits, unbeknownst to her. She'll find out soon about it. And there's someone attacking her just as she ducks under an evil, violent attack. Insane in the membrane. What's happening, Pink Slater? Thanks for joining. Appreciate you. All right. And here we are. Last page that I worked on stream. So a few things I've been doing, just because it's hard to, this is the thing, it's like hard, every art store is like closed, and I do need comic book pages, so I'll probably order some actually today. But something I've been doing differently to sort of save paper and just sort of do everything, because like this takes such a long time, and you'll see, but normally I start with maybe a sketch on a sheet like this. It's just like super sketchy here. Maybe I'll even use stick figures. Do this with my hand a few times so you understand how long this takes. But then when I move to a bigger sheet of paper like this, I'll work in like pencil. You'll see some pencil marks like that. And then I have to outline everything with the ink, and then I have to actually brush the ink in, which takes so long, especially if you make mistakes. So once I make a mistake, what I've been doing these days is sort of collaging things, which I think once I print it or once I scan it, it's going to look pretty good, and I can Photoshop it. But there's an example of some collaging I did some collage. You can even see what I did there. But it's cool, man. I kind of want to bring this practice into my uh, bigger pieces of work. Um, just I think art pieces look good when they still have that energy of like, like you haven't just like made so many sketches and you're not tracing it. I like it when you see the work on the piece. So here's another example of some of the collaging I had to do. And yeah, it gives it some 3D quality that you won't necessarily see when it gets printed. But when you're looking at these sheets in the Metropolitan when they get there, I think it'll look pretty cool, and I'm really interested to see what people think. But that's the last page. One of the guards getting knocked out, and we're gonna follow that up with the other guard getting knocked out, and have a little backstory about what happened in that prologue and why the world is as it is. So, without further ado, it's gonna work for maybe 20 minutes and get some just get some rough sketches here for the next page. I could show you potentially my previous rough pages. Not really. Not really. I cannot. No, I cannot. I cannot. But appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. If you want to read more comics, you guys know the link. Go to nellyinks.com. Other ways to support the to support the channel. Go to nellyinks.com and order yourself a comic today. You could do so through the website. Click the cover page for Almighty Alma and you'll see the link. It takes you to like blurb.com. All you have to do is register and order it. Couple steps, but you guys can also just email me if you guys want me to deliver it personally. It might be a little more expensive. I think it's just $12 on the Blurb website and maybe 15 depending on where I'd have to deliver it myself. But yeah, let me know. Hit me up, Nelly INKS at Gmail. Nelly INKS at Gmail if you want to reach me to order a personal copy. Otherwise, nelsonanunes.com if you want to order a copy of the comic. It's via the blurb.com. You also get a tracking number, so that is good. Any other links? Yeah, if you guys like this content and you want to promote, support this channel further, you can donate to the Venmo at Nelly INKS and the Cash App $Nelly INKS. Find us on Twitter and Instagram at Nelly INKS, and subscribe to the Twitch channel you see here. Boom, boom, boom. Over here, somewhere. Over there. All right. Cool. So, today, take my Sharpie here. All righty. So, I like to have the page that before the page just next to me, so I'm going to just put this guy over here just to remind myself what has happened in the story. One important thing you want to do with comics is to... Actually, I might do this with a pencil. Should I? Nah, it's all good. I need some coffee. Okay. I might just get some water in a second. One thing you want to do... something important in a comic is the continuity. I kind of flubbed it up a little bit here, and that's probably why I had to collage some of these edits on. Continuity deals with, for example, if somebody was holding something in his left hand and then in the next panel he's holding in the right hand, that's a mistake. And that just kind of ruins the believability of the comic. So here these two guys are behind her, the one with the baton. This guy should be wearing a hat, which I need to collage onto it as well. I think we still maintain that same position, but over here they kind of shift positions And then that's okay though. It's not too distracting as something as like holding one thing in one hand and then in the other image. But I definitely had to make those edits on here because I had messed that up. Nevertheless, I think we'll be fine for the next panel. There is somebody sharing the cell with them. I'm not sure exactly what he'll be doing, but he'll probably, make a getaway themselves. The door is wide open, so that's what the next page is gonna sort of deal with. But first, a little backstory. Oh yeah, let me just leave this here. Boom. Take a look at it myself there. And then I might just have to use more tape on the back. If you guys don't know already, tape is the god, the young god. Boom. Oh, right. Let me see what you guys are saying here. Boom. Alrighty. So, what is happening on this page? I've been taking a lot of cues from Daredevil. Really big into Daredevil, especially the origin stories. Okay. Alright. So I made a little thumbnail last night that will develop. I could show you guys maybe on the smaller screen. It is right here. Might be tough to see that, but I'll show it here maybe then. No, it's a little tough to see. Anyways, maybe I'll just draw it out. Again, working from imagination here, so the drawings won't be super fleshed out. And let's hit the timer now. An hour 1:22, so I'll just finish this at 1:40. All right. I'm gonna put some background audio for myself. Bam. All right. Okay. Alrighty. So just breaking down the sheet here. Okay, so like I said, continuity. So I also had issues with the continuity from this page. You gotta try to maintain the action. So we did have a guy trying to swing on Alma, and then here kind of the action dissipates a little bit. So I'm gonna get the action going again, especially after the last shot here is someone getting punched in the face. I believe the next panel should be just as exciting. So what I was gonna do in this top row, it's also good to know what page you're working on. So this last page was on the right side of the book when you open it. Hold on. Okay. And then over here, hold on a second, it's still pretty loud. Just listening to some boxing podcasts. Big fan of boxing. As you can tell, people are getting punched in the face in my comic left and right. So, but yeah. So where are we going? Over here, we're gonna have the guy with the baton, the knife stick. He's going to see his buddy get knocked out over here. He's probably falling. He's got his hands up. He's probably getting knocked out like that. Maybe his legs are in the air. And my sketches are normally just little stick figures like this. Let me zoom in more. Boom. All right, so I'll put maybe the floor right there. Cool. And then over here, we're gonna have, and when you are making your thumbnails, I definitely recommend using stick figures for the original sketches. So let's say, where can I show you guys? I'm gonna have to unstick this, I think. All right. So for example, if you have one guy sort of flying through the air like this, maybe just make a quick stick figure, okay? And then you can get an idea of like, okay, so his head was there. Maybe I'll do his head looks like that. These guys are wearing sort of protective gear because there's supposedly a plague going on. Very topical. I started writing this story at the beginning of the year, end of last year, pretty much when I finished my first comics. But don't be self-conscious, especially when you're working from imagination. The more you draw from memory and imagination, the better your drawing gets. Especially, yeah, you'll be able to retain more. Okay, so for example, you know, okay, so something like that, you know? So start with your stick figure and then add some form to it, you know? If you do it once, you're going to do it better the second time, especially when it comes to drawing. If you do it once, you can do it again in drawing. So, but I'm going to just work with the stick figures here. I'm going to also get some water. No, I'll get some water after this, actually. So, at an hour and 1:40 p.m. I'll get some water. So that's like 13 more minutes. Cute. Appreciate you all tuning in. Make sure you leave a comment and subscribe if you already haven't. Okay. So again, over here we have my guy holding the knife stick. Some artists might say that we like to draw faces. We like to draw faces because that's normally what we see when we're talking to somebody. We're talking at them, we're looking at them, we're looking at the person themselves. But it has been said about hands that it's the second portrait, and some might even start with drawing hands first just to get the right placement, because it's pretty easy to work yourself up from the hands, especially once you know where they are. But if you're working with a face, you might just miss the actual action. Okay. All right. So I have a little overlap here just because I'm getting to the edge of the paper. All right. All right. So I'm going to just put his shoulder there. Then maybe I'll. Okay. Cool. All right. So he's getting blasted out. He's about to fall. And remember that for the next panel. So this guy is still in the air. If we're going to maintain the continuity, in the next panel, he should either still be falling out of the sky or better yet, he should be landing. So I'm going to finish this panel. It goes left to right. I won't add any speech balloons. Well, I should add speech balloons actually. They would either probably happen here on the top. So I'm just going to draw this square here, and probably on this side I would do something like this, where I draw an arrow, and that's just to say that this image of this guy should drop down a little bit to leave room for the text that I want up here. Let me just zoom in more. Okay, hold on a second. All right, let's get back on track. Boom, boom. Okay. Okay. Okay, so he's flying in the air, and so she just threw a left jab, a jab with her left. She's gonna go over the top with the right. It's all about combos, combination punching. So we're gonna show her following up with her right hand over here. Like I said, it's not a rule of thumb to start with the hands or feet. But once you place them, you'll realize that it's pretty easy to place the rest, especially once you've practiced your hands and feet. So there's sort of like her hand coming over the top like this. So I just did a circle. Um, if you're comfortable with your stick figures, maybe you could just do full shapes like a circle, squares, and triangles like I have here. Okay, so here we see it's in the back, maybe her shoulder, and I don't know how big this head's gonna be, but I definitely want this fist to come out, and she brings back her left hand to cover her face. It's just good fundamentals. Okay. Boom. Oh, actually, she doesn't have long hair. I might bring this back this way, actually. Okay, so she does it with her left. Boom, she's crossed up. So her left leg will be forward. All right. So that's what I'll do, something like that. Stick figures, like I said, are good. If you could add a little more detail, fuller shapes, simple shapes. If you can do shapes in perspective, even that's even better. But save that for later. It takes up some time. I definitely want to have speech balloons somewhere, but at least one per panel. So maybe I'll put one down here. Maybe I'll have some background action over here. Okay, so you got that. And then finally the money shot over here. I'm not sure if I'm going to put a panel around it. I'm also going to just put here left, just to remind myself this is the page on the left of the margin. Okay. And we should be done here soon. And then finally, we might actually make this so this is all going to be in one page. And boom. Okay, so he's going to get punched here. Also, probably best for yourself to keep these lines simple, and maybe not as scratchy as I did up here or here. Just so you guys can see the movement. If you just keep it simple like this, boom. There it is. All right, like that. Okay. Boom. Actually, I think I messed that up. Hold on a second. Oh, yeah, you know what? I messed something up because I had a different thumbnail I was going to go with. So let me see what I can do. Can't really white it out. Let me see. Let me just grab another sheet of paper. I bought this sketch pad thinking it was tracing paper, but you can see through it pretty well, so not a big loss. It was only like $5 anyways at Staples. So let's bring that up. Closing in on the hour mark here, first hour. I'm going to take a 2-minute break just to get some water. Okay. Okay. So like that. I'm going to just use speed lines just because speed lines, if you fix a point here, let's say I put a dot, you can't see that, sorry about that. But let's say I put a dot up here, then your speed lines are going to radiate out of that dot. And if you do that, you kind of start building a perspective grid, especially if you do it better than that. So the straight line will be here. So maybe our eye level would be up here. And so we're kind of looking on top of a lot of things, but not very important right now when you're sketching. And this guy's going to be here. And he's supposed to go down. Let me remind myself again. Got the knife stick. Okay. So he's there. And then this guy's falling. Is he? Yeah. Hmm. Okay. Alright, so he's there. This guy's looking up. Okay. 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 Alright, so this guy's head has landed on the canvas, and what I really wanted to get in this shot, so I might have to move this head back or make it smaller, but I wanted to have this hand here just sort of landing on the ground, just so you know it's over. Okay. Okay. So he's got his hands up. Actually, I don't need this back here anymore. So I'll throw that on the floor. I don't need this no more. And then maybe I'll have some text up here. Nice. And she doesn't have to be bow-legged like this, but she's going to be standing here. So maybe, don't know where, let's see, if he's getting punched out there, he might be landing on. Anyways, we'll think about the continuity later, but maybe I'll just have him slumped over here. So he's just sitting there, and this other guy is knocked out. I'll have to work out the perspective here. But here I'm going to have Alma sort of looking at what just happened. Okay. She's sort of still sitting on the ground. I'm not sure what she's doing with her hands. Maybe they're just sort of out here. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, so she's on the ground looking at the aftermath. And then here, so it's going to be a pretty big panel. Here I'm going to have some backstory. Maybe it's Lydia talking, who's the character doing all the fighting. And then down here, I'm going to put another note here. So when you're making your thumbnails, one thing you want to do is leave notes for yourself, perspective, move, down, just things for to remind you later. I'll probably go back and retrace this and maybe find some better references. I can maybe even have some content here, text. Maybe I'll have a speech balloon there, I'm not sure. Okay. Also, another thing you guys want to do from panel to panel is to change up the eye level. So maybe you have a dead like a direct shot. Here's a sort of another direct shot, but where we move the camera down, which I think is interesting. But here we should probably either do an up shot or a down shot just to change up the angle. So that's what I'm gonna do, like that, so we know we're looking up. Or maybe I'll switch it this way so we can get the perspective from Alma looking up. And so she's going to be holding her hand. Maybe okay. So this will probably come down as well. So there she is up there. And then I wanted to make a reference to the other person in the room, although he's not very important. He's just sort of like a filler character, so I'm just going to give him some comic relief. Here, Lydia's talking about breaking out of prison. And over here, we have this guy sort of celebrating, legs up in the air. Let's go. And then over here, we'll have Alma. Okay. All right. And let's wrap this up. And then maybe we'll do an up shot again. And then we'll show the door open here. And we'll have two characters here. All right, so I'm gonna just grab some water, maybe take a 5-minute break. We've been live for an hour. Really appreciate you all tuning in. Make sure you go to nelsonanunez.com. Check out my comic. I'm gonna just zoom out a little bit, just to see where we're at. Alrighty, cool. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. All right, we are back. Last hour of the stream. Okay, hold on a second. All right, another rainy day here. Just when I thought we were starting to have better weather. Okay, groovy. So there's the action of the next page. I believe this would be our 7th page of the comic, 7 out of 17. So plenty of work to do. We'll see how we get on with our commissions. Just waiting to hear back, actually. See if I have any work to do. Probably do some more work, actually. It's tough to finish these comics when you're doing most of the writing and the art. All of it, actually. But we keep going. Okay, let me put that over here. I might want to find some references. I'm wondering, I can probably move this to a bigger sheet of paper, like this one, and just make, maybe I'll use my quill pens actually, so let me go get that, BRB. Yes, welcome back to the channel. Live drawing with Nelly. You are watching Nelly INKS. Please subscribe to the channel. Live drawing with Nelly on YouTube. We're also live on twitch.tv/nellyinks. Yes, sir. Making some room here on my desk. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure you subscribe, twitch.tv/nellyinks. Leave a comment. Let me know you're listening. If you guys like the content and you want to support the channel, best way to do so is by donation via the Venmo link at Nelly INKS. And on Cash App, $Nelly INKS. Thank you guys for the support. Other ways to help the channel grow is to check out my website, nelsonanunez.com, where you could read my comics, check out my other work. You can order yourself a comic, Almighty Alma. Get it delivered to yourself today. Well, it might take a couple days, actually. Probably 5 to 10 business days, if not more, because times are crazy, but you get a tracking number. You'll know exactly when that sucker's gonna get there. All right, let's go. So we're gonna transfer this drawing, probably just another 20 or so minute sketch. I've been live for an hour 13. So if we do another 20-minute sketch, it'll be 1:33. And probably need some more water by then, so let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. And we'll do this with some ink. Some real ink, not just that Sharpie, you know what I'm saying? All right. So here on my, let me turn on my camera. My quill pen's right there. Bada bing. That's what I just had to order the other day. Boom. Okay. Sorry I would look more presentable, but it just kind of gets in the camera. So otherwise you'll get some of that. There we go. It's also Sunday. I'm trying to be cozy. You know what I'm saying? All right. So you're always going to need a little bit of water like that. A little jar of water to clean your brushes. Probably wear my glove again here. Not get any ink on myself today. Do this nice and early in the stream. What else do we use? All right. Thank you all for listening. Leave a comment if you're listening now or in the future. Live drawing with Nelly on YouTube. Live drawing with Nelly on twitch.tv/Nelly INKS. Please support the channel by going to nellyinks.com where you could read my latest comic, Almighty Alma. And if you like it, you can order a physical copy today. nellyinks.com for that. At Nelly INKS on Venmo if you'd like to donate. At $ Nelly INKS on Cash App if you'd like to donate. Check us out on Twitter and Instagram, same handle, at Nelly INKS. So here I'm just mixing up some, you can't see that, no, I'll do this. So I've got some ink, leftover ink there from the other day. There's like an animal sort of glue and as a binder, so if you leave ink too long, it's just gonna dry and settle. But you just add water and you can pretty much bring it back to life. It's pretty much just soot. It's just like ash and oil and glue, pretty much, and water, I guess. So you could pretty much make your own, although you might need that recipe. Figure it's easier. Just buy the ink from Yasutomo. And when things get back to normal and I can order deliveries, put this up here as well. Okay, 1 second. I got my sketch pad here. This up here. Voila. If it wasn't so rainy, I might actually go for a run later. We've had to do a little more exercise with the current state of things. Can't sit around for too long. Okay. And actually it doesn't matter because I'm going to be, duh. We're going to work full size here. That was pretty big, the sketch I made, but the normal size of comic book paper is this, if you guys can see. Go back up. I might have to move my camera, or no, that's fine. I'll move this instead. Try not to move my camera anymore, so that all I have to do is wake up, press a button, and I'm streaming. I will improve the video quality, but it's going to take a little longer than I thought. But I understand why. Thanks to everyone still. See, I moved my camera already. Okay, that's better. That's a better. Okay, appreciate you guys still tuning in. Let me get my quill pens here, my ink, right there. Boom. I'm gonna use a brush first, just to lay down my grid. Like this. I might even just do it with a brush. So 13. Is that a full? No. Here. And then 13 and a half. So from here. Right there. Okay. Make my grid with the brush. Not what I usually do, but let's try it out. I think you can see that better. I might actually have to move over a little bit. Alright. I'm going to have a streaming tower one day, and you'll see. That's better. The good thing is that this camera is flexible. The bad thing is that I always have to move it. Boom. That. I can also move the sheet of paper if I need to. Voila. Bam. So that should be about 13 and a half inches. And this should be 9? Yeah, 9. At least the current scale that I'm working at. Boom. Nine inches. Bam. Oops. Now, how did that happen? Oh, yeah. That's what happens when you live with a cat. So that gives me time to introduce you to the rag. Need one of these. Just any. I think this is kind of like canvas almost too. I forget what this was supposed to be. Looks like there was a pillow in here or something, a little zipper, but I don't think that's what it was. I forgot where this came from. But need something tough to clean your brushes and put, clean your brushes. Let's see. Finish this up here. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you're listening now or in the future, make sure you leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of the video. Mostly work on our comic here. This new chapter is going to be 17 pages. And this is page 7. So hopefully in the next 10 days I can get it done. If I was really bad about it, I would get it done. So there's my square. Looks very nice. I'll put page 7 down here. Boom. 7. One thing I like to do when I'm working with a brush is maybe just write your name out, just to get your hand comfortable with the brush. It's not the same as holding a pencil. All right. Okay. Boom. All right. Well, I don't need the brush anymore anyways, but let me clean this off and then take my quill pen. Okay. Might give that a little clean as well. Wipe it off my rag. Oops. There we are. Boom. Quill pen. Oh, gotta charge my computer. Be right back. Oh no, I moved my camera. No. Refill my water. Okay. Charge it up. Alright. There we are. Hello, Governor. Boom. Shakalaka. Computer is charging. Alright, sure. Oh, this has water too, but that's probably 10 days old. Alright. Good. Gucci. Bro, my streaming booth is gonna be sick. I just gotta figure it out. Here we are. Okay. Let's write my name here. Boom. Nice. I mean, I probably overdid it getting all the deliveries I did. It wasn't like it was very expensive or anything. Would have been cheaper if it wasn't delivery, but nothing's open, guys. I don't know. Yeah, this is a pretty good pen. As long as you keep it clean, they last a long time, but I figured these are pretty much my favorite ones. These are the 513 quills. They're probably like the biggest. They just last long, and you can still get a pretty small line with them. All right. Okay. Let's see. What am I sitting on? All right. So we're gonna redo our page here that we had before. So we are kind of drawing from a reference, but the reference is something we came up with. Hold on. Just lost my place here in this podcast. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. All right, draw for the next 20 minutes. Cool. And then I will log off. Let's see how we get on over here. Gotta clean my quill, I think. It was working well down there, but looks like it's a little dirty again. Alright. Let's start with the drawing down here. Just to see if it's kind of like the main picture in this. That's okay. Okay. I might actually, hold on, I need to put the perspective line over here. Damn. Put this over here. Alright. Okay. Alright. So now my quill's running, but I was having trouble earlier. There we go. Now it's running. It's okay though. It's nice to have those like sort of underlines like that. I'm just gonna get even closer. I can pretty much bring this in front of me, huh? I'm very comfortable here. Maybe I could like mark my seat where it is. Anyways, I could just move this with no problem. All right. I think I'll put it down here actually. Hmm. So I'm not sure how far I want to get that arm over there. Cool. I'm not sure exactly where I want her legs to be. This is the one thing about sketching in ink. You get all these sort of trace lines, but it's cool. Once you finish something like this, you can put a sheet of tracing paper over, or maybe use like a light box and then put a paper over it and draw over those lines. Those lines end up, they might morph into something else you didn't see before, and you might end up using that as something interesting for your drawing. This pen though, I'm not sure if it might be the ink. It's not very mixed. It's not mixed well in there. I'm gonna put some more water in here. Maybe it'll help dilute it. Yeah, it's a little too thick. All right, got about 20 more minutes left in this live. Really appreciate you guys tuning in. Hope you're doing well on this Sunday. A bit rainy over here. I do want to go for a run. I haven't eaten all day either, so I'm not sure how I'm going to feel doing all that. But we'll try it out. Trying to get back on my exercise. Although I think I'm going to be working on my commission after this. That's going to put a little bit of a hold on things, but if I do get a little busy with that, I'll still try to keep the streams up, if only just be live for an hour. So this should be mixed pretty well. Hold on a second. Okay. 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 Yeah, I'll put a speech balloon there. This is because, like I told you guys, the ink coagulates, but that's okay. Makes it interesting. One thing that I don't don't have command of is sort of the line weight. And if I just do this, then maybe I'll have some happy mistakes and carry that over to the next page. So let's see how exciting, how dynamic we can make this page. Try not to stick on one style too long. Change it up. Okay. So that's just a speech balloon anyway, so it doesn't matter. But down here, let's move this up. Mm-mm. Okay. Okay. Oh, so windy over here. I'm not sure how that head looks like there. Something like that. There's our girl. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. All right. And maybe I'll just have some text here, narrative. And maybe I won't even have a panel for this. Oh my god, this is the dirtiest brush. Okay. Let's see. So this is just gonna be a very rough sketch. I kind of lost track of time, but I'm just gonna push through to the 2 hour mark. Maybe I'll just wrap it up down here like that. I'm gonna give this guy one bit of text, and we'll have some shadows here. Maybe we'll have these guys knocked out down here. And this is probably going to be in silhouette too. Also, it's good because I'm doing this in to scale. So once I trace over this, make the drawings a little better, then we'll be good to go. I think that's pretty good for that. And then up here, hold on a second. Take a second here. Let's go back on my Twitter. Follow me on all social media at Nelly INKS. You'll find me there. Just listening to a boxing podcast. It's probably my favorite sport overall. Underrated fight. What? Okay. Alright, sorry guys. Just replying to somebody here. Okay. All right. Let's get up here. Wrap it up. This is the page on the left. So all the margins got to margins move over. Hmm. Okay. This is kind of fun using the quill pen. I normally wouldn't draw like this, but it kind of lends itself to just making interesting marks and sort of gestures. Oh yeah, we're gonna have text up here. I keep forgetting. So I'm gonna just text. Um, okay. All right. Let's put some power in that punch. Okay, maybe this way. Okay. Where's the speech building gonna be here? Okay. I think this is the vanishing point right here. All right. So he's gonna be here flying maybe. Okay. Cool. Our text over here. What time is it? 1:55. Okay, we're almost there. So text. It's pretty exciting, actually. I'm gonna leave it there. Excited to do this next page. I get into like a groove, and then I look at how much time or how much more work I have to do though, and it's just crazy. Maybe I'll make a comic one after this in this style. It's just hard to tell what's going on. It would look cool though, I think. Alright. I don't know why I moved it actually. I should just leave this where it is. Hold on, I'm just gonna put this where I want it to be. Let's say I'm working here. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Oop. All right, that's it though. Nevertheless, we could even, at that point, we could just move it here. Okay. Boom. That's it, the work today. Maybe I could zoom further out so I can show you the last page and then compare. See, the style's completely different. Maybe I'll try a couple passes at it. There's no rush. That's the good thing about working for yourself, but I do slow down if it's taking too long. So this is going to be the next. You turn the page, boom, and then you get this on the back. But I just want to make sure I have the same style. Actually, I always read things on my phone, so it's always like scrolling up like that. So maybe this is the way I should start reading my comics. Okay, maybe I'll make one little edit here. Maybe he'll have a question mark. Maybe this will be bigger. Boom. Okay. So yeah, we come down, keep scrolling down. I guess it's fair to read pages like that as opposed to horizontally, but this is the one thing why I can't like always stream when I'm drawing, because my drawing process is different from everybody else, I'm sure, but you know, how I get inspired might be a little different and maybe not good for streaming purposes for when I'm live. But yeah, so we scroll down, see this guy, a punch coming through. I just want to make the pages readable, you know what I'm saying? So when we get down, we see these guys all. I like how this middle panel reads. Kind of has some action to it. Here we're reading it like this, and then it comes down here. But it's sort of like a full panel anyways, so, but the way I read it is kind of like diagonally. I would like to change this, but this, I kind of like how she looks there. She looks pretty badass. Maybe I can have her coming over the panel, and maybe that doesn't need, maybe this doesn't need a panel either, and maybe we'll bring it down with just one panel there. Yeah, I like that. Anyways, things to think about, but that's me. Hope you guys like the contents of this video. If you want to support the channel, ways to do it: leave a comment, subscribe to the twitch.tv/nellyinks, check out the links on my page. Other ways to support is by going to nelsonanunez.com and order yourself Almighty Alma, my comic, in anticipation of this new comic, the reboot. It'll be online first, and then I will also have it for order and delivery. But yeah, check out the Venmo link if you want to support this channel and donate. That's the best way to do so. I really appreciate it. Otherwise, plenty of free ways to support. Make sure you subscribe. But if you do want to donate, Venmo at Nelly INKS and the Cash App $Nelly INKS. Really appreciate everyone in the chat. I'm going to get out of here. Quick 2-hour stream on this lazy Sunday. Live drawing with Nelly. Let's switch over to the main screen. Bada bing. Cool. Appreciate you guys very much. We had Pink Slater, Megu Pets, You Gotta Believe in the chat. Equality and Jewel Soda. That's what's up. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Had a pretty fun stream. A little last minute. But I'll be here tomorrow. Yo, yeehaw, we're out of here. But yeah, I'll probably be here tomorrow. If I can get on early, then it'll give me the rest of the day to work on another commission. But I got to be able to work on these two things at once. 2 more hours. Aha, you funny. Yeah, but I'm going to catch up on the rest of the day. I've been in my PJs all day and want to get out there before too long. I gotta clean up too. I'm gonna make some dinner tonight. Then I'm gonna make risotto. Should be pretty good. Has anybody in the chat made risotto? Let me know. And that's what's up. All right. No. All right. Anyone have a recipe? If not, I must go. Okay. Boom. Sweet. And I'll pause this here. Alright guys, really appreciate you all. Tune in next time. Probably noon tomorrow. That's a pretty good time for me. Noon on the East Coast. Anything else I'm forgetting here? Alright, thank you guys. Tomorrow will be a longer, no, it'll probably be a 2-hour stream because I'm going to have to work on this commission. So another 2-hour stream tomorrow, but we'll stay active. We'll have Thursday off, but for now, little 2-hour streams. We'll get back on the ball. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Get people to subscribe. I need at least 100 subscribers, and then we'll get some biddies everywhere, okay? Appreciate you all listening. You gotta believe. Let's go Mets. Ciao, ciao. I thought I had the button over here. Come on. Uh-oh. All right. Hold on a second. Where is the stop streaming button? Controls. Boom. Okay. Peace out, y'all.